Hello guys, welcome back to the channel again for the second time today. I bring you, as promised, the review of this week's fairy tale chapter 475 of its name, Dimaria, Chronos, Yesta. Starting with the cover, as always, we see it's not tug of war, it's arm wrestling, that's it. An wrestling, match between Chelia and Wendy, and with the legend says, those who share with each other are called friends, those who compete with each other are called rivals, and those who do both are best friends. A cute statement, a cute cover with two cute characters. Following up the end of the last chapter, we get the arrival of Ultea, the witch, the time witch, which was supposedly dead. But apparently not, she's merely now a resident of the valleys of time, or the valleys in time. What does this mean? Is she forever stuck in a limbo? Doomed to roam the earth, seen, well, not seen, unseen but conscient? I don't know, because apparently she's really not alive, clearly. But as the Maria magic activates, she's able to roam free. Because apparently it's kind of complicated. It's like time is flowing, right? Imagine a one of those rolling carpets. Time is a rolling carpet, right? And then an UTR is running along with the carpet, but not in the carpet. And then when the time stops, UTR is able to jump in the carpet. It was a pretty bad example, but I believe this is what it means. And she was the one that caused Wendy, Charla, and Cherry to awake from their stopping in time, but actually she can't do that for anyone else. And now Shelley, Wendy, and Charles actually realize what luck they had for Hultiar appearing, because if not, well, they might as well as have kissed this world goodbye, because the Marie can stop time, and if time stops and you stopped in time, you're pretty much dead with a bad guy ahead of you. So, and as Ultear says, the Maria's magic is indeed of time stopping. And for whatever reason, because even she doesn't know why, she's able to exist in this form, so it's not something that she can control. I was kind of, how do I say this? I was kind of worried that Hiro Mashima just decided to bring Ultear back to life just like that. Yes, I know it could have been possible in other series. But this is neither Dragon Ball, so we don't have Dragon Balls, and this is not Naruto, and we don't have Edo Tensei, so, and she doesn't have Brook's Fruit, so no second chances for her. So I was kind of worried when I saw her, because I mean, hold on a second. Is she alive, or is there some kind of winky stuff magic going on? Apparently, it's the later choice, because she even says living in the valleys of time is not so bad. She says she calls herself a concept. So I don't know. My theory about this is, and sorry for me breaking so much my speech. This is a complicated chapter to review because there's a lot of information that's weird to analyze based on just what this chapter has. So that's why I'm stopping a lot. But my idea is, in some animes and mangas, there's that thing that when someone dies, they have regrets and their soul kind of lingers around the world. I want to say that Ultear's situation is similar, but not quite the same, because she doesn't appear to have any kind of regrets holding her down, but I believe it's more likely due to her magic. As you might remember, her magic is actually a lost magic called Arc of Time. And what she could do is she could manipulate things in order to have them regrade to a former state, and I believe she could also advance them to a later state. And it's proved by the end of this chapter that it is so. So she's able to make things go back in time to a former state, as she made volcanic rocks go back to lava back in the S-class exam saga, I believe. Yes, it was there when she was fighting Grey. She managed to turn magmatic stone back into lava, and I believe she was able to turn ice back into water or further into gas. It was one of those, but I remember something. So there might be due to her magic that she's able to linger in that limbo state that she calls the valleys of time. I don't know. I believe if it's going to be explained, it will be either in the next chapter or probably after the overall battle, when they can just sit down and maybe Jalal or Meredy can explain something regarding that. But coming back to the present, Dimaria tries to attack. Sorry, tries to attack Ultear, but as she says, she's a concept, so she doesn't have a physical body to hit, and the slash just goes right through her. Now, Wendy and Shelly rush in for the tag team, and with the Sky Dragon's wing attack and the Sky God's Boreas, they try to hit the Maria, but they can't. And now she makes a pretty terrifying statement. Let me show you what it means to control time itself. Let me show you the true power of the 12, and suddenly her armor just breaks. And I was like, oh god, this is not going to be good. She does kind of a shockwave attack, I believe, because we don't see flames, we don't see anything. So I truly believe it was a sort of a shockwave attack. But what comes next is even more terrifying, because for two reasons. First of all, it's a mage using a different magic, which I believe it's not something seen on Fairy Tail before, except Luxus using Freeze Rune. I've already explained what I think that is. It's not that Luxus can use rune magic, but I believe that Freed actually gave him that rune so that he could write it down, and then that rune said that canceling that rune would actually activate it. So it's not like Luxus can use rune magic. But in Dimaria's case, she can. Either that or her ability to stop time is due to this particular spell, Take Over God Soul. Until now we had Beast Soul from Elfman, Animal Soul from Lysana, and Demon Soul from Mira Jane. I believe those are the three takeover magics we know of. If I'm missing some, I'm sorry. And now we have God's Soul. And this god is none other than the god of time herself, Chronos, based on the Greek Titan Cronus. I'm sorry, my God of War mytho and Greek mytho are a little bit rusty. And she releases a massive shockwave that literally creates a crater in the terrain. And as she says, no fear, from my name is Cronus and I am the goddess of time. The lady just literally ascended to the next realm and became a god herself. It's it's very worrying. How was Di Maria able to kill the goddess of time? Because for a takeover to happen, if you remember the basics of takeover, well, I mean, Miragen's magic works like that, but I don't know if Elfman and Lysana's work, because it would be pretty cruel if you think about it, to have Lysana killing all those animals she can transform into. So, because what I think from Miragen's takeover is that she needs to actually kill or lower the demon's health to such a state that she's able to absorb it. Now, if that's indeed how takeover works, then how was Dimaria able to kill a goddess? The goddess of time, for that matter. Even if she can slow time, that should be nothing for the goddess of time, right? So, and she mentions a pretty interesting name, capital of time, Million. Now, I discovered this a little while after reading the chapter. Million was actually where Zareth learned magic. Pretty interesting, huh? That might be where Zareth met Dimaria. But no, this is actually Chronos speaking. Dimaria is a descendant of those people of Mildian, but that doesn't invalidate the fact that Zareth met her there. And Shelia is even convinced that she can take her down because she's a god slayer. She should be able to, but then again, if dragon slayers weren't able to take down dragons, then by all means a god slayer wouldn't be able to take on a god. Not with her kind of level. If it was another god slayer, maybe the one from the Seven Kings of Purgatory, I forgot his name, but the Flame God Slayer, maybe he could have a chance against her, but even that. Dimaria shoots a beam of, I guess, light. I'm gonna say light, and it pierces right through Charles' body from one end to the other, and not from the front, sideways, which is even longer. And Charlotte just falls to the ground. Wendy cries. But thanks to Ultiar, apparently she can do something, at least. Thanks to her, Charlotte is stopped in time. She's not gonna die for now, but they need to do something about Dimaria fast. Because as long as they are in Dimaria's dimension, which it's the meaning they give to her actually having the time stopped, Charlotte will not die. But if they don't defeat Dimaria, they will all die without a shadow of a doubt. And as soon as time starts moving again, Wendy needs to unload all the ounces of magic power, of healing magic she has on Charles, for that she can have a chance to survive. And they stand before the immense goddess of time. What hope do they have to fight against the goddess? Apparently they might have something that can help them with that. And not just their resolve and their determination, but something far more dangerous. Ultear offers to give them something, a power that they might one day develop, but it's not all roses. If they use this particular secret art, they will no longer be able to use magic at all. This is the power known as Third Origin Release. A pretty good cliffhanger, and the name of the next chapter kind of spoils it up. Unless it's kind of a cheeky little, how can I say, display of words from Hiro Mashima. Because the title is Bid Farewell to the Mage Girdles. I don't know. I want to believe that this is not real. I want to believe that they will not lose their magic. But I don't know. Now, third, let us focus on the end of this chapter. Third Origin Release. If you remember, when they came back from their 7-year slumber, Ultear actually helped them achieve the second Origin Release. And what that was is Mages actually have a second compartment for magic. You guys probably know that, but it's never too bad to remember some things. Second origin is basically the activation of a second magic power container that all mages have, and some of them even develop it, even even activated it throughout their lives. Not all do, because not all of the mages know about that second magic compartment, but that's what second origin release is. Ultear actually helped them achieve that, and it's a power that can be used or not. So it is there, it will give a significant boost of strength to the attacks, and has no apparent consequences. But apparently, third origin release has some of such consequences. My idea is it is not actually a third compartment, but rather a conjugation of the two compartments to create a larger compartment that will give a boost so high and taxing to the body that it will actually pour out every ounce of magic power out of the wizard, and thus causing him to lose the ability of using magic again. This is a pretty roughed out theory, I know, but all things considered, this is the only factual theory that can be made right now, because how can the release of this third origin be the reason for the disappearance of magic? That's my idea. The boost that the third origin grants is so fierce, so powerful that it causes all magic power to extinguish. Now, there's we are at a crossroad here. Wendy and Shelia are at a crossroad because A, without activating third origin, they can never hope to defeat Dimaria in her current state. Option B, should they activate it, they will lose magic, but they will live. Now, the thing is, if they activate it, everyone will live. If they don't, surely everyone will die. I believe they will take it. They will activate the third origin, yes, they will get the massive power boost. But contrary to what might be the consequence, and unfortunately because I would think that's pretty broken, they will not lose their magic power. Because let's face it, it's Wendy and Shelia. It's the Sky Dragon and God Slayers duo. Wendy herself is a Dragon Slayer. Shelia is a God Slayer. How can we lose such characters without even knowing more about the God Slayer magic? Or the Dragon Slayer magic for that matter. We know barely nothing of their magic powers, and they are the pinnacle of the story. They are the most shrouded with mystery powers in the story of Fairy Tail. At least in my opinion, they are. And to lose a dragon and a god slayer just like that would feel bad, no doubt about it. But still, to overcome such a consequence like that with a poof, yay, they activate their origin, but they still don't lose their magic power. It would be pretty broken. There would have to be a very, very good justification for them not losing their magic power. And that's what worries me. I am worried that they activate the third origin, but they don't lose their magic power, even though I don't want them to lose the magic power. But we will have to see. Next Monday is shortcoming. There's not that many days left. Tomorrow is Friday, or today if you're watching this video on Friday, which it's most likely you are. Then it's Saturday and Sunday. There's not much time left, and I believe we'll soon get our answers. So, yes, another great chapter of Fairy Tail. I believe this battle is coming to an end. Probably the next chapter will be the end of this battle. And yes, Fairy Tail as always, chewing his way into a great saga. The Alvarez War saga is it's not Alvarez War, I just call it like that. But it's shaping up as a good saga, as a great saga. And I'm pretty excited to see where it leads us next. So, anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed it. Second video of the day, onwards to the third, recording it right after this. I am on a roll today. 3 videos on a day, my god. But yes, I hope you have enjoyed it. Commentate on the comment section below what you think that will happen. Will they activate the third origin? Will they not? Will they be able to face Dimaria on their own without activating it? Will they lose their magic power? Just hammer away the comment section below, and as always, comment on my overall performance and the quality of the video. As I always say, and you guys will get very frustrated with me for always saying this. The comment section below is yours to use and abuse, and I'll see you right after a few minutes in the 7 Deadly Sins video. Bye.